Now that I've played more of CarX 2, it has changed my mind a bit on the new drifting physics. I think we've got to talk about some of the issues and how to fix them, so I'm going to drift the new Cami Road Complex with controller cam so you can see everything I'm doing, and I'm going to explain how the new physics is different and what I think needs changing. Now, just so you guys know what you're looking at, A is my handbrake, X is down a gear, B is up a gear, LB is clutch, and then we've obviously got throttle, brake and steering. So yeah, I'm going to try and drift as good as I can while also not crashing and try and explain to you how the new physics feels and how it's different. So first off, I'd say it's really quite a floaty feel. Let's go for the 360. It's quite a floaty feel, but it's also hyper responsive. Like, you can really quickly spin out from just a little clutch kick, or you can understeer quite badly if you let off the throttle at the wrong point. So it's floaty, but also really responsive, which wouldn't seem to make sense, but it does. That's how it feels. And yeah, on those big corners, as you saw, it actually feels really nice and it's quite easy to control. This is why I said yesterday, I'm actually quite liking the new physics. More of more realistic approach. But the more I drift these tight sections, as you'll see now, I'm actually really struggling. So I think the new physics does need a little bit of work. See, I almost spun it there. It was only because I counter-steered that I didn't. That's another thing that I've noticed quite new in this physics model. You'll see I'm actually counter-steering to counteract, oversteer when I'm almost about to spin. Now, you don't really do that on many other CarX games. You don't actually do much of a counter-steer at all. So that's quite new. And the throttle control is really important. Like, I literally let off the steering then, but held the throttle, and that caused me to spin, which on other CarX games it doesn't really do that. Let's get a fresh car because I kind of wrecked the car there. But I'll see if I can survive now. Do some nice drifting and not crash, and you'll kind of see that I'm struggling. I'm kind of fighting the car, and I'm struggling just to keep control and not crash and keep it drifting. Like I said, it's got a really kind of floaty feel, but if you make a mistake, a little bit too much throttle or like that, too much steering, too much throttle, it really wants to spin out. And same with understeer. You'll see me understeering quite a lot where I feel like I'm going to spin, I let off, and then it understeers badly. But look at that. I mean, that was like, I'm struggling to keep the car, drifting under control there. And it's not like I'm going crazy. I'm really feathering the throttle and kind of trying to go. See there? Let off the throttle a bit. We got the understeer and almost went into the barrier. Came out of a drift. Not ideal. Now, when you get onto the big corners like this, it actually feels really nice, the new physics. It feels really fun, just making those little adjustments. That's why yesterday I said I'm actually really quite enjoying the new physics, which I am still. Especially when you get to big corners like this, like it's so fun. But it's just, I've noticed more, especially on the tighter sections, which we're about to get into, I'm actually quite struggling. And you guys know I'm pretty good at CarX. Done loads of drift tutorials and tuning videos, 2,000 hours gameplay, and I'm really struggling on this game. You haven't really seen it yet, but wait till we get to the tight sections. You're going to see a lot of crashes. And I'm like full concentration, really trying not to crash and keep it drifting nice. I think new players are going to struggle quite a lot. But yeah, I gotta say, the big corners, they do feel really nice. That's the weird thing. Like, it's a really satisfying physics. It feels great on the big corners, but oh god. Oh, I've also noticed our tires are completely shredded, so we're gonna have to swap them out. Because when that does happen, you pretty much lose all grip on the back. And then obviously the front tires are still pretty much the same. Also, keep in mind, we do have some graphics issues and audio glitches and stuff like that, just try and ignore that and focus on the drifting. What's going on here? This has never happened in all my time playing the game. Okay. I mean, it looks cool, but can I get my car back? I'm resetting it and I'm not getting it back. Okay. Like I said, we're having some a couple glitches and a few issues like that. Let me just see if this... Oh, okay, so... I'm not quite sure what is going on there. Let's see if we can fix this, otherwise we've now got an invisible car. Forever. Let me just see if it's in the garage so I can laugh. No, it's not, okay. Right. Let's go back to Freeride, Cami Road. And if we go... We'll see if we can teleport pretty much back to where we were. Which is kind of there. Are we going the right way? No, we want to do a 180. Right, well, we got the car back anyway. Forgot where I was and what I was saying now. But yeah, the physics, I've kind of changed my mind on it from yesterday. Yeah, it's really fun. It's more realistic. On a big open track, it's actually, it's fine. It's when you get to the tight sections, I'm kind of realizing that, yeah, this physics is too difficult. A lot of people are going to struggle on this. I'm struggling on it still. And imagine, like, you know, a full lobby of people drifting this public lobby. It's bad enough on CarX 1. And if I'm drifting this bad, being quite a good player on CarX, man, what is it going to be like when the noobs come on? Trying to learn the physics, it's going to be like near impossible. As you see, a little bit too much throttle, a bit too much oversteer, and you're gone. You've lost it. But anyway, I think we're about to get to the more tight sections just after this. Well, we actually tapped that tree then. The left foot braking feels really nice on this game, I will say that. And it does still feel satisfying, even though it's really difficult, really touchy. It is fun, but yeah, you'll notice when we get onto these tight sections, this is what's made me realise I think we need like maybe 3 different settings for the assist, maybe like a low assist for like skilled players who don't need much help. And then also the low assist allows you more control, so you can do like crazy reverse entries and stuff. And then maybe like a high assist where you have a bit less control, you know, you can't throw reverse entries, but it helps you more, so you're not going to crash and you can actually, you know, do a run and drift and not crash every corner. So yeah, I think a couple different difficulty settings maybe for the assist would be a good idea. This section here, I've not completed it once without crashing. Almost spun it there. A little bit too much throttle on the end of the exit of the corner. You guys will see I'm clutch kicking, I'm holding the clutch, I'm counter steering, I'm doing lots of little inputs, and still I'm only just surviving. Like I'm not drifting the best. Actually, that wasn't a bad section. Usually I crash like half those corners, so that was surprising. But you can see I'm not really smooth, you know. I'm kind of like always fighting for my life on this game. There we go, spun it again. So yeah, compared to like CarX and CarX Street, it's a massive, you know, difficulty increase, like huge, to the point where I think a lot of new players are going to be hating on it. A lot of existing players are going to do the same and say it's just impossible to drift. It's fun, it's satisfying, it's more realistic, but it is too difficult, I think, for controller. Like, I'm really trying to drift this and struggling. Like, I'll go pure concentration mode now and not talk. See, I'm managing to drift it, but it's taking so much like effort and concentration and little adjustments. Like, imagine a full lobby of online players doing this. It's gonna be chaos. I also noticed my tires are already getting shredded again. That was almost a nice little reverse entry, but not quite. Let's do some of the faster sections around here, and I'll kind of show you some full speed 5th gear long roads. We've done a few sort of medium road sections. We've done the tight sections. Try and show you guys some of the big open roads, which I think highlights how fun the physics can be. Like, the physics feels great for... Oh god, where am I going? for these type of big open wide roads. When you get on the narrow sections, it's made me realise, man, this is difficult. This physics, people are going to struggle with. I'm struggling with it. If I had to describe it, kind of how it feels compared to other games, it doesn't really feel like any other game. It feels a little bit like... I've played Assetto Corsa a couple times on a controller script, and alright, my tires are gone now. It feels kind of like that. So if anyone's ever used different controller scripts to drift on Assetto Corsa, to me it feels like that. Or feels kind of close to that. More close to that than anything else I can think of. Like, it doesn't feel like Forza, it doesn't really feel like CarX. It's got a CarX vibe, but it's very different. It's kind of hard to describe. Like I said, it feels quite floaty, but also really responsive. The left foot braking, I gotta say, does feel really nice. But yeah, I mean, I thought I'd do a video just to update you guys, because yesterday I was saying, like, yeah, loving the new physics, more realistic, much better, or I don't know if I said that, but I was definitely enjoying it, which I still am. But I thought I'd better make a video saying, actually, now I've played it more, I think it needs a bit of work. I think it's too difficult. A lot of people are going to struggle on it. I am. And yeah, hopefully we can get just a couple different settings. Like I said, a low assist, medium, a high. That'd probably be perfect. The more you play the game, the, you know, more you can drop down the assist and then have more control and do like crazier stunts like reverse entries. But just have those options for newer players who, I'm going to be honest, are going to struggle with this. Like, I want to see this game do well, because it is fun. Like, I'm having fun drifting this, but I know a lot of people are going to be hating on the new physics and say it's impossible to drift. Which it's not. I mean, look, I'm doing pretty nice now. It's a different story when I get in the technical sections. That was actually lovely. That felt so nice. Bit of left foot braking to try and bring us back out in the corner. See, once you get a feel for it, it actually does feel quite nice, but I thought I'd make a video saying, yeah, I've kind of changed my mind a bit. I think it does need some work. It needs more assist options. Because the more I've been playing these tight sections, I'm struggling. As you can see. Quite struggling a lot on the tight sections, like yeah, I was having some bad times yesterday, crashing every corner. I think this new physics model does really well on the big wide open corners, and I think it doesn't do that well on the tight sections like this. You need to do so many little micro adjustments just to keep it drifting and not crashing. I mean, yeah, we've already fried another set of tires as well. I think I'll end the video there, but I thought I'd do an update just to let you guys know I kind of changed my mind on the physics a little bit. They're really fun. They're way more realistic. throttle control matters, steering matters a lot more, weight transfer matters more, which I'm all for. That's sick. I do like more realistic sim physics, but I think we need a couple different options for controller, like different levels of assist, especially for new players. Like, I'm still really struggling just to do some runs and not crash and just keep control. So new players, I think it's going to be to the point where like they just quit. It's going to be a barrier to them, you know, continuing to play the game, which obviously no one wants. We want to see this game, you know, do well, get bigger, and have more content added, more future games. So yeah, CarX, I know you guys are going to watch this, so loving the new game. I like the new physics. It's more realistic, kind of more fun, but we need some more assist options for sure, especially for those new players. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. First time using a controller cam as well. Hopefully it's all set up and working. And let me know your thoughts. What do you think of the new physics? Hopefully I've explained what it feels like, the issues I'm having with it, how I think other people are going to feel about it as well, because the demo I think officially drops in like an hour or two. So yeah, I'm going to drop this video before then, and give you guys a heads up, and all you can console players who actually won't be able to play it, just to give you an idea of how it's feeling at the moment. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and until then, take care.